The Worldwide Developer Conference happened today. That's Apple's big conference for the developers who create our software and our Apple products. Now, I enjoy using Apple products in my web design business and in my personal life. I've been using them for years. I've been a fanboy, a so-called fanboy. And I also appreciate the cognitive overload relief I get from using tools like ChatGPT and Notion AI and other AI tools. Now, as I was scrubbing through the nearly 2-hour-long presentation, because to be honest, I don't have time to watch the whole thing and I couldn't find an AI-generated summary, something caught my eye. Apple Intelligence. So I paused, I went back, and I watched the segment on Apple Intelligence. I knew it was here. It being that deep integration AI enthusiasts, myself included, have been talking about for a couple years now. An AI experience that isn't so duct taped together, something more integrated. Notion AI does an okay job of it if you use Notion AI for all of your notes and calendar and tasks. But most of us just end up switching tabs over to ChatGPT, performing the task like analyze this text and give me my action items, copying the result and finally switching tabs, pasting it in our original context. Most likely an email or a web page or a document of some sort. And the problem is ChatGPT doesn't really have context of our lives across our apps, like calendars, notes, tasks, contacts, photos, etc. Although GPT-4o has a memory feature which updates certain things as you use it, but it's clunky, not widely adopted, and a paid feature. And besides, it still doesn't feel that natural. It's a separate thing outside of our lives that we have to bring in manually through lots of copying and pasting. I've often thought or wondered, when Apple does AI, which they inevitably will, they have the chance to do it so right. Because everything is connected. Our notes, calendars, tasks, contacts, photos, iMessage, personal info. We could have our own personal AI that is trained on the context of our entire digital lives. This means AI would be a seamless user experience in our daily, personal, or professional tasks across all of our Apple devices. Show me the photos of me and my wife at the lake last year. Find the web design proposal I sent to my client John last week. What are all of my latest business ideas I've written down in my notes? Siri, I have tons of mint in the garden and I'm grilling steak for dinner tonight. What should I do with it? And these are just a few ideas I can think of off the top of my head. Will Apple Intelligence render ChatGPT and other AI tools useless for Apple users? I use ChatGPT for so many different things, and I'm not sure Apple Intelligence will be a wholesale replacement of ChatGPT. And besides, Apple has integrated ChatGPT 4o right into Siri. So it seems that I won't have to cancel my ChatGPT Plus subscription anytime soon. Besides, maybe now I'll actually use Siri. It's been pretty useless since, well, always. But hold up. It can't all be sunshine and generative art rainbows in the style of Monet, can it? Some downsides come to mind here. Privacy is one of them. Is Apple Intelligence just another way for us to surrender our personal lives over to a giant peeping Tom handing our information over to advertisers and the government? Well, they claim that privacy is built into Apple Intelligence, and they can't see or access any of it. Right. I'd like to believe that, but I don't know. Do you? The main issue is, I think, an existential one. With such a deeply integrated and frictionless AI experience embedded into our everyday devices, are we creating such a dependency on the ease and convenience created by artificial intelligence that we forget how to think, create, produce, even fight for ourselves? Or has this already happened and we are at the point of no return? How do you reconcile the real benefits of AI, the ease, the productivity, and the relieving of the cognitive overload with the very real, dangerous, and existential downsides? You see, I wrote this script without the help of any AI, and it definitely took me way longer, like an hour. And there are grammar flub ups, and my sentence structure is clunky. But maybe that's okay. I once said in an earlier video on this channel that artificial intelligence is like a power tool that helps us keep up with the increasing demands of our modern tech advanced world. Even though we have access to these power tools, it's important to do hard things so we don't lose our abilities altogether. It's kind of like going to the gym to strengthen our muscles is pretty much useless for most people's desk-based sedentary jobs and lifestyles. But we do it anyway because it's good to be strong and healthy, and it's bad to let our muscles atrophy and our health decline, even if our jobs don't demand strength nor health. So this is me doing the hard thing, chopping the so-called tree with an axe when I've got the best power tools at my disposal, simply so I can exercise my brain and avoid atrophy of my mind. But I don't know, maybe I'm just thinking a little too hard about this and I should just let AI do the job for me. What do you think? I want to know your thoughts in the comments section of this video. Let me know what you think. Cheers.